Welcome back to Marko's Magic Football. Once again, the sewers.
Sewers? Okay, look. I get having sewer levels, but 3 sewer levels in a row? You're lucky you're this good game.
Don't worry, this is the last one.
I guess after this we finally make our way to the totally not evil with thunder and lightning in the background toy factory.
Yeah, that's the thing, Jova. Marko is another thing about Marko is that he's a fucking idiot. Why? Instead of going straight to the toy factory, he's gonna take the longest possible detour. Because not only did he go into these sewers, after this he's going to go into an as the game calls it, an industrial zone. After that he's going to go into the forest. After that he's going to go into the circus. And only then he'll go to the toy factory. Instead of just going straight to the toy factory,
Okay, look, let me put it like this. If a village is under attack, would you rather take on the big bad or would you fight the dragon that's attacking the village?
That's supposed to be a trick question because normally the big bad in that case would be less dangerous than the dragon who can burn you with fire.
Yeah, but defeating the big bad won't automatically make the dragon go away.
Well, that depends. Sometimes if the dragon is tied to the big bad's life force, it could.
Notice the top right corner. Yes. The primary thing with this level is that you have to, in order to complete the level, you have to destroy all the sludge cans. So yeah, technically the reason we're here is so we can destroy all the sludge cans, so we can try to clear, help out with the sludge problem, basically.
Fair enough, I guess.
All right. Okay. All jokes aside, these sewer levels, aside from being sewer levels themselves, they're actually pretty good. To be fair, they're actually
honestly, this is way better. Okay, this game works way better with its sewer levels than even some of the best franchises often do with sewer levels. Like, credit where credit is due, these sewer levels don't seem like they have the usual drag problems that sewer levels have.
One of the big reasons is because of the ball. Like, it's incredibly easy to progress through the levels in this game thanks to the various abilities that you have. You can use the ball to jump very high. Like, for example, let's say you fall. For example, you fall like normally in the game you would have to. Oh no, I have to make all my way all back up. Nope, you just use your ball as a trampoline and go and just jump higher and higher and higher, and you'll get back there. So the game, so the game is very there's very little in terms of backtracking or like frustration of having to redo stuff because the progression in this game is very fast.
Honestly, the game definitely lives and breathes by this ball, which does make sense. It is called Marko's Magic Football after all, but I don't know. Seriously though, I mean, the ball really does help things out here. Like,
it's the defining gimmick of the game.
It helps that they have the perfect excuse for it to be able to do all this stuff, silly as it may be. Like, okay, so if you lose it, it's alright. It'll come back to you eventually.
Not eventually. Every time you say it. Well. Not eventually, Jova. Every time you want it. Every time you are away from the ball, you can just press B and it will immediately spawn right in front of you. Right there.
Oh.
No,
that's incredibly convenient.
Yeah, you can tell the developers tried really, really hard to make the basic gameplay as fun as possible because they really wanted to. Again, the game's entirely designed around it, and it takes full advantage of it. And the overall way the ball controls is really good. It works really well. So
this game does actually look good.
It is actually.
It's something that some developers could stand to learn here and there. Just because something is needlessly difficult, supposedly for more challenge, doesn't always make it fun. Sometimes it's fine to make a game that's not uber hard or whatnot, if its gameplay allows for it here and there.
Mm-hmm. And here's a cat sleeping in the sewers. And he's dead.
For 101 points.
Yes, you even get points. Chile, I'm starting to think the guy who made this game had some kind of beef with cats. Like,
a cat killed his mother.
Seriously, because that's the thing.
You think, honestly.
No, see, that's the thing. We already know what's Sino's beef with cats. This guy, another one. See, another one. This guy literally filled this entire game with cats who do nothing but just sleep, and yet you can kill them.
Maybe a mother killed his So maybe a cat killed his mother while she was sleeping.
It may be a cliche question, but yeah, it makes you wonder. Did a cat kill your father or something?
A cat pissed in Marko's cereal, and this is the result.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Or that can. The cat just peed in his can and he drank it and
Level
now
7.
have to die.
The industrial zone. Find and destroy all the sludge cans. Password, garage.
What's this, a crystal maze now?
Again, I love how each password is an actual word. Garage. Also, evil nail? Okay. Alright, so now Marko decided to start killing people in here. Keep out. Okay. There you go.
Yes, he shot the nail dead.
Shot through the heart and you're to blame? Oh, also, guys with flamethrowers trying to kill me.
Aye.
Mice as well. Alright.
Really? I mean, are the mice gonna hurt us if we touch them?
Yes, they
Yeah.
are. That's the thing, Joe. That's the thing, Joe. But the only thing in this game that doesn't hurt you if you touch it is the cats.
So even the mice are more likely to hurt you than the cats. Something is very wrong here.
Shiro, you're the cat specialist here. Like, what exactly is this game trying to say?
I don't know.
Because I'm not kidding. If I ever met the creator of this game for whatever reason, the immediate question I will ask, look, I have to ask you because I need to know. It's been eating at me since I was a kid. Do you have any problem with cats, like in general? Like,
what did they do to you?
I wonder at this point.
See, with the guys, I have a perfect explanation for that thing, question you just asked me.
Go on.
The basically, the cat basically did all those things you mentioned to the poor developer at once, and that's why he's so hateful towards cat. He pissed in his cereal while he killed his mother, while at the same time committing bank robberies.
And he also pissed on his wife.
Also, Lives, we can also do the dive, Ergen Klinsmann style. Okay. This level is actually one of my favorites. Why? Because it's basically a great demonstration of how you can use the game's mechanics for a great exploration, because this level, unlike the other ones, is incredibly vertical. As you can see, you can actually climb through the buildings thanks to all the platforms that are used for the windows. So combined with the ball trampoline ability that you have, there's a lot of exploration in this level all around, vertical, horizontal.
I will say that Marko's own default jump is not bad. Like, it almost feels like something you'd see in one of those moon jump hacks, but assuming that's his default jump, it seems like it's...
I'm not using any cheats.
So his jump seems like it's pretty strong enough and can help. It feels like you shouldn't really have trouble making these platforms that you're aiming for.
Yeah, it's a good testament to how well this game has aged, because when I play a game like the Mega Drive Tintin games, where those games age like sour milk, and that's why I turn, trust me, Joe, but the time limit for the levels in that game, in Tintin in Tibet, is ridiculous. The timer keeps counting down when you're looking at cutscenes. It's ridiculous. And so, as I don't consider my infinite time cheating, I consider it a quality of life improvement, to be honest with you.
I totally can get that in that regard.
I was actually about to ask about where's the timer?
There is no timer for this game. In fact, this game actually I am not using cheats at all, because this game is actually pretty well designed. So I never feel the need. I never feel like I never feel like I'm in the need of changing the game's code. Anyway,
I will say this: the boy apparently does not skip leg day.
And yes, this construction worker wants to kill me with his bricks. Also, when you kill him, you can see his ass crack.
Where's the football fanatic, Joe? Though he kind of does need strength.
Sure, yeah. He's also pretty good at doing bicycle kicks.
That's because the thing, Joe, is that you'll notice that when you run, because remember the A button is the run button, it jumps higher. So basically, in typical platform fashion, if you run, so a lot of these higher jumps are the result of the running jump. But again, complementing that with the ball trampoline ability, you can basically explore this level pretty well. Like even a level as huge as this one, because this is sort of the largest level in the game size-wise. But it's very easy to explore because again, the Marko's high jumps combined with the ball allow you to basically just go for the entire level pretty well. There's not really any issue.
In that regard, this game kind of feels like the Mario Odyssey of its time, ironically.
Pedro, I got a question actually.
Go on.
Have you played the Mega CD version?
I will show it off a bit at the end of this. Yes, I have.
Also, kudos. You can actually fight it. You can even fire the gun in multiple directions.
Yes, you can. Again, it's a very creative game. Like in the first run, Taylor had no issue immediately saying that the way you use the ball as well as the other power-ups is very creative, especially for a game of this time.
I'll admit, okay, look, it was joking at first, but nah, I'm actually legit surprised that this game didn't really do as well because the gameplay feels so on point. I
get the feeling that this game mostly did well in the UK. Because I never remember seeing a single commercial for this game over here, even though it was sold over here. Like
lack of marketing and possibly been its downfall.
Probably because quality-wise, there's literally no reason for this game to not be a hit. Like it looks and is written like a '90s cartoon, so it was perfect for the time that it came out.
The gameplay is definitely solid. Like I haven't really noticed any problems with it.
No, not really. The game is actually really fun. Like if you again, and the game does a good job. Like one of the great decisions is that optional tutorial level, Marko's backyard, where there's no enemies, which allows you to practice at your leisure before the game even starts. And then when you feel like
the password system. It's like you mentioned, like, well, even the password system is revolutionary for not being just a jumbled bout of text here and there. That's not to say that there weren't some other games that would have, more proper passwords, but given when this game was made, it's there
were other games that did something like that. Like there were, I have played other games that also do something like this, but trust me, they were rare. Most games that had passwords were just random letters or numbers that you had to write down. But for this one, I never had to write anything down because the words are very easy to remember. In the industrial zone, password, garage. There you go.
And they even sort of correlate with the levels too in some regard here and there.
Yeah, except for the sewers. For the sewers, they call for the cellar. For the cellar level, they call it haunting. I mean, there's ghosts
in there.
I guess, but I feel like the password name basement or something, like, or maybe underground would have been better. I don't know, but the point is,
we would have been better.
The words are very okay. Also, this guy, this is another thing. Okay, I think we're supposed to assume that this guy is a worker of Colonel Brown, and that's why he's trying to kill Marko.
Flamethrower.
Yes.
Because otherwise, trying to kill Marko, that's something everyone has been doing except for the girl with the camera.
There you go. The can machine will not activate unless we destroy all the sludge cans. So let's keep fighting. These particular levels where you're trying to find the sludge cans pretty much work like a Capcom DuckTales level of sorts. Where it's much more driven by exploration rather than a linear progression. So let's keep going. Dad, you haven't said much. What do you think of the game so far? Okay, so Deji's taking a vow of silence.
He's stunned silence.
Alright, Shiroi, what do you think of the game?
It's interesting. Like, it's pretty unique. I mean, it looks good, though this particular style isn't for me. The game still looks good.
Oh, not a fan of not a fan of this kind of cartoon style?
No, not particularly. It's not bad. It's just not really like. It's not really one I'm personally that fond of. But anyway, it's like this is a lot better than I expected it to be, I think.
That's the sad part, is that this game is actually really, really good. but very few people even know it exists, including the current owners. Because don't get me wrong, I don't have any evidence of what I'm saying right now, but I have very serious doubt that anybody at Square is even aware that this game exists, much less the fact that they own it. Because
we own this. Okay.
Look, Square Enix bought when Square Enix bought Eidos, they bought with knowledge of Tomb Raider and stuff like that. Not, because remember, this is actually originally a Dumark IP that later became an Eidos IP, then became a Square Enix IP. So this thing has switched owners 2 times over the course of its existence. So yeah,
someone at Square must know, like even just 1 or 2 people, because doesn't somebody have to keep track of that kind of thing?
Probably. But would they even tell
just for legal reasons? But I can't imagine the people who actually, deal with the game making part really know or care about.
No, that's the thing, Shiwa. Maybe the legal department, Shiwa, but at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like somebody must know about it, but not most people.
Mm-hmm. Maybe someone at Eidos has come across it, maybe. But at the same time, did they that would be one thing for them to know. It would be one thing for them to tell the higher ups about it, or anybody who actually would have the authority to possibly greenlight a revival of this. Potentially this could be an interesting revival project for Eidos to do, but I'm not entirely confident that's something that they're particularly interested in. Dwebs, what about you? Would you like to see a Way Forward style remake of this game, or maybe
to be honest, this kind of platformer has had its time, and that to be honest. And besides, I think there are much more other old Eidos games that I prefer getting the remaster or remake treatment first, like Unholy War, for example. Because platformers like this are a dime a dozen, whereas stuff like Unholy War is really it's not seen that often.
Also,
I normally agree with you, except for the fact that this one's gameplay is actually pretty unique and well-oriented, as opposed to a lot of games from the mascot platformer wars.
I have also found music instrument playing toys, or at the very least robots, because they explode when I hit them.
Sure, why not?
It really feels a lot like the developers probably took a poll and were like, okay, come up with enemies to put in the levels, and it was like a everything goes type of deal.
Honestly, at this point, the enemy is everyday life.
Clearly. Man, it must be difficult for you to get around even.
Yeah, I know. I see. This happens all the time. I'm trying to walk around town. I got these kids running around with their magical footballs, kicking them at me. It hurts.
And that's when there's not people trying to kill y'all.
What time are you guys at, by the way?
Go to 19 minutes. Or rather 18:30, maybe, if you can get there.
18:35.
Okay, hold on.
Perfect.
Alright, let's continue. Alright, and click. Okay, we only have...
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of exploration in this level.
And there you go, we destroyed all the sludge cans, now straight to the exit.
I love the Mega Drive bass you get.
Yeah.
So you like this one soundtrack, I see.
This game makes...
I'm curious to hear how the Mega CD version sounds.
It's basically the same tracks, but played with real instruments. Your typical Mega Drive to Mega CD port, basically.
I usually like to try and do the most up-to-date versions. Surprised you didn't do the Sega CD version.
Personally, I actually do enjoy this version's music better, because I feel like it's one of those cases where the music was clearly made with the Mega Drive sound chip in mind, whereas when you hear it in the not to mention the only real difference aside from the music, the higher quality music, is an animated intro, but that's it really. Don't worry, I will showcase all of it, so you'll be able to see it in the finale. 2 cats! This level literally starts with 2 cats sleeping!
Why aren't they going after the rat? You know what? Never mind. That's actually kind of normal for cats to avoid the completely present rodents, unless it's convenient for them.
You know, Jova.
What they deserve.
Oh, and a third one!
They were in his way.
Okay, okay, where's the thing, Pedro? Why are you kicking the ball at the cats?
But they're there. They're there.
Why is there a giant cheeseburger that dropped from the sky?
But Dwibs, they're worth 100 points apiece. I gotta get my points and I can post my score on the leaderboards, yo. I mean...
Yeah. Basically, Jova, here's my headcanon. Those flying burgers, that represents the battle between Burger King and Wimpy that was going on around here at the time.
I actually haven't explained.
Not this time exactly, but...
I actually haven't explained. The spaceship that Joe mentioned in the previous part, that just gives you points. The hamburger gives you refills your HP as well as points. So there's that.
You basically built a burger chain around here called Wimpy.
Don't worry, folks. Those are just spud guns.
They're silent. There you go. They're Silent the Hedgehog. And you can tell his face was clearly partly inspired by Naoto Oshima's designs. So there you go.
Imagine if this had stayed to be a Sega IP instead of an Eidos IP.
Well, the game was released in both Mega Drive and Super Nintendo, so it wasn't meant to be an exclusive to begin with anyway.
Okay, so this is definitely an Eidos thing.
If only Nintendo actually made that CD add-on with the SNES.
Wait. This isn't on the Super Nintendo?
It is. I just said.
It is, but I mean, it's for like a it's like since it's got to make a CD version. I'll say, if only it had if only the SNES managed to get that CD add-on, the Baba could have had a CD version for the Super Nintendo add-on.
That's another thing that this game has in common from Gen 1. Like, it was made for the Mega Drive first, and the Super Nintendo port came later, as well as the Mega CD port. Because remember, back here in Europe, Sega was actually always more popular than Nintendo. So.
Yeah. I mean, back in the 80s. The home PCs were more popular than the NES.
Well, that was more so in the UK, Dwebs. The UK had a lot of popularity with stuff like the Amiga and stuff like that. But I can tell that over here it was basically mostly consoles. Yeah, there were PC gamers, but not as much as console gamers. But yeah, I am aware of the incredible popularity of PCs at the time in the UK, like the Amiga. Because remember, like, Peter Molyneux actually started with making games for Amiga. So. Alright. So there you go, Shivoi. In this level alone, we already killed 3 cats.
I think Shivoi's just going numb to it at this point.
I mean, what else do I say at this point?
Cry.
Good question.
No.
No. See, that's the thing. It's all about I think the biggest part that is that it doesn't feel justified. It feels like a weird. Oh, okay. The first boss battle of the game.
There's bosses?
Wait.
Yes.
Okay, kind of late for there to be a boss fight, but
Yeah.
alright.
A big sludge tank.
Hey, Marko, you think you're a little bit in over your head, kid?
No.
He seems fine with it.
Hold on. You'll see.
The
Bicycle.
cat
The bicycle.
is driving.
Basically, the bicycle kick.
Yes.
There you go. Basically, the bicycle.
Oh.
Basically, the bicycle kick hurts twice as much as the other attacks. So
That kid just literally tore a tank apart.
yes.
Well, truck, but yeah.
Okay, with that done, level 9, the forest. Password elf.
I get it, because elves in the forest.
That being said, I really like the boss theme that we just heard, actually. That boss theme was really good.
It's interesting, but still, though, like... What do his parents even think about all this?
Silent. The hedgehog just got killed again. There's a thing to remember. This game is clearly operating on the logic of a 90s cartoon. Randomness.
So, does this make the news? Local kid tears apart a truck tank with his feet, his skills, and his magical football.
I love how the duck is literally clearly someone on the microphone going quack, 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 quack.
So you got, yeah, okay.
I'm trying to kill the duck. There you go.
Yes, clearly he's an enemy.
Does it even sound like quacking? It sounds like meeping.
Okay, so the forest levels are interesting because there are actually different ways of going about it. You can take the upper path or the lower path. The lower path, as you could see, has a lot of lakes, meaning it can be very dangerous because, well, if you go into the water, you'll drown immediately. However, if you feel yourself fancy for some platforming, you can take the upper path, which will be a bit more platform heavy. There you go. So basically, think of it like in Sonic level design, except both paths are heavy on challenge instead of just the higher one. There you go. And there you go. Goddamn busy bees. But no, to go back to what I was saying, that's the thing that the big thing about this game and its, thing with killing cats is that it doesn't seem to, like, even the manual doesn't justify this. Like, whereas in, like, me and Shira have already basically developed, like, there's the Jibayan thing with Hino, as well. As for the cat that dies in Megaton Musashi, me and I've already come up with a theory that Shira also agreed with. Basically, what happens was Hino saw the Cats movie, and after finishing it, he was like, well, time to kill a cat. So, there you go. As for this game, no, it's just, like, it really makes you wonder if the person who made this game has some kind of beef with cats.
It's time for the cat to die. Simple as that. And
I died. Fortunately, I accumulated a lot of lives, so let's continue.
Looking good.
Indeed. That's the basic thing. The backgrounds, okay, the interesting thing about this particular level is that the background right there in the back looks very pixelated, actually. Like, again, you can tell it's meant to look like one of those concept drawings. So, interesting. There you go. Also, sludge snake that shoots blue balls at you. Okay.
This really happens all the time in our forests.
Yes, is this typical? Isn't there like a Nottingham forest over there?
Yeah. Forest of Nottingham. Actually, Pedro, there is a football club called Nottingham Forest.
Yes, unfortunately, this is modern Nottingham, so we're not going to find Robin Hood in here. There you go. We just saw down one of Colonel Brown's toy planes. Also, blue sneakers, meaning there's a gun. So let's shoot down these. Oh. Okay, never mind. I thought I was gonna shoot the duck. So I'll shoot the dinosaur then. There you go. Marko's packing heat, y'all.
Yeah,
yes.
Like, man, if only you had the blue shoes, then that way you would have gotten rid of the ducks quicker.
Also, person running on a wooden vehicle that I just killed.
A scientist, by the looks of it, because he had a lab coat on.
Ah, yes, of course.
I'm something of a scientist myself,
Yes, such a great scientific achievement, turning everything into sludge.
Oh my god, you killed Pinky!
Yes, I did. There you go, right there. That's the feng shui. It's a bouncing thing with a face.
No, that looks like the ferocious beast from Maggie and the Ferocious Beast.
What?
It's a sentient space hopper.
Okay.
Oh no,
you don't
Bob.
remember that show?
Also,
Maggie and the Ferocious Beast.
Dibs. I have to ask.
Maybe I've seen it, but the name is
I'll
not.
post a picture and you'll realize what I'm
Why
talking about.
is the policeman riding a pogo stick?
Yeah, I was about to ask that. Dibs,
Protagonist, of course.
Dibs, is that common over there? Do police?
Well, after the budget cuts.
There you go, sure. Budget cuts.
Truly Scotland Yard's finest.
There you go, Jova. Remember it now?
Oh
yeah, I saw that.
I do remember this.
I saw that too.
Okay.
Well,
That was certainly a show.
well,
Yes, it was.
well, there you go then. Tune in for the finale, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.